All right, we're live.
Okay. All I gotta do is put on social. I'm good. Seeing right here is just being so. Come on.
Took a shot. Didn't quite go in, but that's exactly what we want to see as a coach. It's a sustained period of precision passing. Center opportunity here. Being armed in the legs race. Warrior will control it. Warriors had a pretty good first half so far. That one header, which was set up perfectly on the assist. Hard to do anything more with that and let it go through the net. She had an opportunity, but it was a great header forward for the goal. But so far, doing a pretty decent job here through this first 35 minutes. Yeah, definitely. I mean, really a lot of chances for Rose when the door went through. It's nothing, you can't really ask the goalkeeper to do much on a header for 5 or 10 yards out. So, action there.
That's not a shot.
I didn't even see.
I got tripped up on the turf monster a little bit.
Michelle, I'm going to have you run the camera.
Yeah, really good play from both sides. Obviously, did a great job going off the line, punching that ball away at the last second. The hard trying to get on the end of it, and probably that final ball to the net.
James, you want to start the game?
Someone pick the ball up and
Yeah.
throw it in half, and then
Yeah,
hard
let me
to
push that to
split two
Facebook.
defenders, make the pass, ball to the net.
In the first half, Kira Hicks connected with her 25th goal of her career on an assist from Riley Heasley, the freshman. Jaden Gibson plays the nice ball up the right side. Katie Choi making the run. Can she get there? And it's cleared out of there by Haley Thorne, the sophomore.
Okay, so I think it's
Can you-
Celine Dion, and then Mariah Carey's one who does the Christmas one, right? We wish. What is it? Oh,
I'm talking with Mike.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean, like for your computer?
Something like that.
Oh yeah, I guess I do, don't I?
Because I can't hear it on the computer.
I don't
Is it
listen
hooked
to
up to your AirPods?
I just think I was right the first time. It's the Titanic scene. Yeah. Before they sink and then what? That gets abandoned.
Mic check 1 2, check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Yeah. That's
Can you set up your
Welcome back to Terre Haute, Indiana. At halftime, Rose-Hulman leads Bluffton 2-0. Our starting lineup for the second half for the Fighting Engineers, we have Emma Johns, Vianney Garcia, Allie Smith, Lauren Marcourt, Caroline House, Tracy Ordra, Megan Fodor, Lily Dore, Camille Clark, Katie Choi, and Alex Adams making her first appearance of the game. Halftime stats, Rose-Hulman outshot Bluffton 12-1 in the first half. Nina McGinn had the one shot on goal for the Beavers. For Rose-Hulman, 7 different players recorded shot on goals, and 10 different players recorded shots for the Fighting Engineers. Ella Johnson and Kira Hicks were the lone Fighting Engineers with multiple shots. Lily Dore made 1 save in the first half, and Brielle Collier made 5 saves and allowed 2 goals. We are about ready to kick off here in the second half. Alex Adams standing over the ball. And we are set to go. Scratch that, Bluffton will be kicking off. It was number 6, Kelsey Gladeau, that plays it in. And we are underway in the second half from Terre Haute, Indiana. Bluffton trying to get some possession going here. The wind is blowing hard from west to east here and directly towards the Rose-Hulman goal in the first half. So we'll see if the wind plays a factor here in the second, as Bluffton will be going with the wind rather than into it. Alex Adams gets the touch in the middle, played to Ordra. Choi comes down with it, but Bluffton able to get it ahead. It's Gladeau. Plays it off to Rylan Kaufman, the junior midfielder. And it gets played back to the Rose-Hulman defense. Fodor with a nice pass up ahead to Johns. She's got time and space, but plays it back to the middle to Caroline House. House looking to reverse the field, plays it back to Garcia, the freshman defender, who plays it up ahead trying to find Marcourt, but it's Caitlin Burden, the senior center back, who's able to get it away and get Bluffton the possession back. Clark intercepts the pass. She stays on it, and she's got it up the right side. Stops on a dime, plays it out wide to Emma Johns, who plays it back to Clark. Rose-Hulman looking to play the possession game here. She plays it up ahead to Ordra. Ordra scored the second goal for the Fighting Engineers with no time left in the first half. A cross from Emma Johns got cleared out directly to Ordra, who played it first touch shot right into the back of the net with no time remaining. Megan Fodor, the minutes leader for the Fighting Engineers this year. Plays it up ahead to Adams. Adams tries to play it out wide, but it is cleared away by the Beavers. That's number 2, Bree Tibbett, another senior defender. But she clears it out for a Rose-Hulman throw-in. Allie Smith with the throw here. Plays it up to Adams, but again poked away by the Beavers. Allie Smith plays one in. You can see how much the wind is affecting the ball on that cross, as it just died at the top of the 18-yard box. Bluffton tries to clear it out, but clears it right to Marcourt, the sophomore standout for the Fighting Engineers. Marcourt around to Ordra. Caroline House at the about 25 yards out. Plays it to Ordra, who tries to slip one through, but right into the hands of Collier, and the threat is neutralized for the Beavers.
That would have been a pass.
Collier ready to clear it away here. On the year, Collier, this is her 15th start in 16 games for Bluffton on the year. She's made 121 saves now through her 15 starts, and she's allowed just 40 goals on the year. Ranks second in the HCAC in saves. Now, Fighting Engineers with the ball again, looking to get into the attacking third. It's been where most of the possession has been today. Ordra with the control plays it back to Smith, who, a nice move to get around the defender, plays it up ahead, but it's going to go one bounce right into the hands of Collier once again. She was expecting a run there from either Adams or Choi, but she did not get one. Collier boots one deep, one bounce all the way down and about 20 yards from the box. It's Gladeau on the end of it. She's able to get it off the head of Fodor, and it's going to go out of bounds for a Bluffton corner kick. This is the first corner kick of the game for the Beavers. The Fighting Engineers had 2 about 3 minutes into the first half, but weren't able to capitalize. This is the first one since. It's number 11, Brittany Ramirez, taking the corner. Bluffton, the whole Bluffton team lined up at the top of the 18-yard box, making runs in. Ramirez plays one in, and it's taking a touch. No, it did not take a touch. Fodor jumped up to clear it, but it went through everybody and out of bounds for a goal kick. Lily Dore taking the goal kick. She's made 40 saves this year and allowed just 12 goals, and she ranks second in the HCAC in goals against average, allowing just 1 goal a game on the season, and she is tied for first in the HCAC, as I mentioned earlier, in clean sheets with 6. She is tied with Mount St. Joe's goalie. Caroline House plays it up out to the left side. Marquardt stops, turns up the middle, tries to get through everybody, plays it to Choi, but just misses her and into the hands by Collier. Collier with another boot, and that wind affecting it up in a major way. First half, she was having a hard time getting it to go past the halfway mark, and she just booted that ball all the way to the other end of the field for a goal kick for Dore. For HCAC standings, Rose-Hulman clinched their spot in the HCAC tournament with Wednesday's 1-0 win over Franklin. Katie Choi had the game winner in the 76th minute in that one. With a win today or a tie today, they will clinch a first-round bye in the tournament and host their first-round tournament game next Saturday, October 28th at 1 p.m. Bluffton right now sitting at 1-4-2 on 5 points in the conference, which is good for 8th place. Franklin holds the last spot with 8 points, so Bluffton in a crucial must-win today. With a loss, they will be eliminated from HCAC tournament considerations. Fodor does a nice job shouldering the offensive attacker right there and gets it out for a throw-in. Brittany Ramirez with the throw here, and ref stops play, makes her move down towards the goal. About 38 minutes to go in the first half now. They play it to Gladeau right on the end line, try to clear one in, cross one in, but it is cleared out by Fodor and again by Camille Clark. Alex Adams gets the possession, and she tries to play it up ahead, but the Bluffton back line able to stop it. That is Caitlin Burden, the senior center back. Clears it up to Clark. Clark tries to play one ahead to Alex Adams, but just too hard of a first touch, out of bounds. It'll be a Bluffton throw-in. No shots either way here in the second half so far. There's been a couple of chances, but no one's been able to get a shot off. Ordra tries to play one up ahead, takes a deflection right to Bluffton. And Bluffton playing into the middle. Lauren Marquardt comes on strong, intercepts the pass. House plays ahead to Choi. And Rose-Hulman might have numbers here. Choi plays it out wide. It's Allie Smith playing up the left side. And Allie Smith plays a cross in. We'll see if they call that a shot or not. Senior captain Kiana Martin set to check into the game for Tracy Ordra. And she'll be able to come in at the next Rose-Hulman throw-in. Tracy has it in the middle, plays it ahead, but intercepted by Maya Vernon. Plays it up ahead. It's going to go out of bounds for a Rose-Hulman throw-in, and that'll give Martin a chance to check into the game. Senior for senior substitution here as the captain comes on in the middle of the field. Kiana Martin is currently tied for the team lead in assists on the year with 4, and she ranks second in the HCAC. There's actually 4 Fighting Engineers that are tied for the team lead in assists with Lauren Marquardt, Camille Clark, Jaden Gibson, and Kiana Martin. As it has been the entire season has been just who's going to step up on the team. They have plenty of people that can step up, and they've showed that throughout the year as many people have scored, many people have recorded assists. And speaking of goals, the team leader Kira Hicks scored the first goal of the game today. She has 8 goals on the year, which is good for 4th in the HCAC. She also scored her 25th goal of her career here on Senior Day. And we're going to stop the clock as Allie Smith played a ball right through number 27. That is Madison Ellerbrock. It looks like it hit her in the face. Ref stops play just to make sure she's okay, and we should be good to go. And we're going to have a drop ball here for the Fighting Engineers. Rose-Hulman sitting in a 4-4-2 right now. In the back, it's Allie Smith, Vianney Garcia, and Megan Fodor. Riley Heasley started the game, but she's come out. Camille Clark moved from forward to outside back. In the middle, we have starters Lauren Marcourt and Kiana Martin on the left side. On the right, we have two subs in the game, Emma Johns and Caroline House. And up top again, it is a pair of subs with Alex Adams, who's getting ready to cross one in, and it goes out of bounds off of number 4, Evie Masters, for a corner kick. It'll be Rose-Hulman's third of the game, and the first since the 40-minute mark in the first half. Camille Clark, the outside back, ready to take the corner here. Katie Choi standing in front of the goal, everyone else making their runs in. It comes short, Emma Johns right through her, and it's able to be cleared away by Bluffton. Johns had a good look at goal on that one, but she was unable to get a touch on it. Clark plays it to Johns, who plays it up ahead back to Clark. A good 1-2 give and go. Clark into the middle. She's got Choi, but just over her head, and Tribbett plays it out for a corner kick. Again, it'll be Rose-Hulman's fourth corner kick of the game. Still looking for their first shot here in the second half as they lead 2-0. We're just under 35 minutes to play. Lauren Marcourt taking the corner here. Plays it to the front post. It's Katie Choi just off the mark. She got the glancing header, but it went just wide. She's been close on 2 occasions today as she hit the post in the first half. Rose-Hulman now with 13 shots. Rose-Hulman now with 13 shots to Bluffton's 1 here in this one, as they have controlled most of the action. Collier set to boot this one away. And it's brought down by Bluffton. They play it ahead to Clara Matthews, their forward, but Vianney Garcia intercepts the pass. Plays it up to Adams and out wide to Emma Johns. Again, Johns has space here on the right-hand side. See if she can take it. The freshman from New Berlin, Wisconsin, dribbles it back to the middle of the field. She plays it up front to Choi, who's going to play it outside to Allie Smith. A nice run by the freshman. Plays it in to Martin. Headed away by Bluffton. A missed clearance. And it's going to be offsides called. That's the first offsides call of the day in this one. It's been a pretty clean game between the two teams. Only 3 fouls early on in this one. For Bluffton, I mentioned their one shot was by senior captain Nina McGinn. She's been most of the Bluffton offense today with 7 goals and 4 assists, and she leads the team in both categories. Marcourt dribbles it up the left side, falls to House, but it's going to be played in, and Collier comes in to pick it up as no one was home for the Fighting Engineers. This is the second to last game of the HCAC regular season, as the HCAC tournament picture is starting to take shape. Rose-Hulman will have one more game before the season comes to a close, as they will travel to Hanover College, who sits at number 1 in the HCAC at a perfect 7-0. They also received votes in the latest USC coaches poll, so that will be a tough one for the Fighting Engineers, but they will look a win there, and they will still have a chance to possibly pick up a first-round bye in the HCAC tournament. Bluffton will close the season on Wednesday against Manchester on their home field. Manchester sits at 1-6 in the HCAC. Their lone win came over Defiance, who Bluffton beat 8-0 their last time out on Wednesday night. Marcourt plays one into the box. It's headed away by Bluffton, and they're able to get it out of the box. They try to play it up ahead to number 26, Alyssa Kester, but senior defender Megan Fodor is there, and Dore able to clear it away. Clears it up, perfect pass to Caroline House, who plays it back to Clark. Clark looking to start the attack. Normally she starts the game at forward, but they move her back to outside back as she is really able to start the attack from anywhere on the field. She's the team leader in assists with 4 this year, and 3 of those came in last Wednesday's 6-0 win over Manchester. That's going to be a free kick for Bluffton as Kiana Martin fouled number 6, Kelsey Gladeau for the Beavers. Evie Masters down on the field, and it looks like she will come out of the game. It's freshman defender Jen Specht that comes in to replace the junior Evie Masters. Caitlin Burden over the ball, delivers one into the box. Touched by House, plays it out wide. But Clark looks to be there, and she clears it up ahead. Right to Choi, who plays a nice touch up to Emma Johns, but Johns unable to get the control as it goes out of bounds for a Bluffton throw-in. We're just over 30 minutes remaining here in this HCAC contest. It's the home finale for the Fighting Engineers, as I mentioned earlier. Fodor with it on the left-hand side. And that's going to be out of bounds. It is a Rose-Hulman throw-in. Nice play there by the freshman to seal off Clara Matthews. And that throw-in, I don't know that it ever came in bounds as it goes out wide. Brittany Ramirez now with the throw-in, intercepted by Martin. But Bluffton able to get control, boots it up ahead, trying to find some way to get the ball into the attacking third. And they might have a chance here. 27-19 with the cross in, but it goes well wide. There were several shouts for a handball there, but it was no call. He deemed it in a natural position on the jump, and it goes out of bounds for a Rose-Hulman goal kick. Dore plays it out wide to Clark. The first touch pass by Martin. Emma plays it back to Martin. Johns had space there, but she decided to play it back to the middle instead. And Bluffton with the high press here, forcing Rose-Hulman to play it back to Dore. We'll see if they can get it out of trouble. Rose-Hulman's been good on the counter this year, but Bluffton's press forces a mistake there by House as she passes it out of bounds, and it'll be a Bluffton throw. The sub in the game for the Beavers is number 10, Nita McGinn. As I mentioned, the senior who leads the team in both goals and assists. She's going to come in for Kelsey Gladeau. Also a sub for Rose-Hulman on right center back, outside back, my mistake. So we have Jaden Gibson coming in for the freshman Emma Johns. Gibson, one of the 4 Fighting Engineers who leads the team in assists this season. The throw-in takes a slight touch off the head of Vianney Garcia, and Fodor's able to clear it away. Bluffton again with the throw here. And it looks like a shot for Bluffton. I believe that was Maya Vernon, the midfielder, and Dore able to make her second save of the game. Dore throws it out wide quickly to Jaden Gibson, who's fighting and gets a throw in for Rose-Hulman. Great play there by the junior midfielder from Brownsburg, Indiana. Checking into the game for Rose-Hulman, the senior captain, Kira Hicks, leads the team in goals this year as she got her 8th. And became sole place of 6th place in Rose-Hulman history as she passed last year's senior Lane Lawrence in career goals with 25. Kiana Martin plays it up ahead. Can she keep it in bounds? Get a cross in, and she keeps it in bounds, but right into the hands of Collier. She wanted to cross it in, but didn't have anybody. The runs were coming late, and the Bluffton keeper able to neutralize the threat. Another Rose-Hulman sub set to come on is number 11, Ella Johnson. Johnson is a sophomore midfielder from Aurora, Illinois. Went to Pantea Valley High School. Smith has it, plays it out wide to Marquardt, who plays into the middle. Up ahead, Kiana Martin, but she's unable to get there. Great job by the center back from Bluffton, Ramirez, as she's able to clear that ball away. Said her name quite a bit today as she has been all over the field to keep the Rose-Hulman offense off the board. Not checking in now is Johnson, replacing the senior Caroline House. House on her senior day today. She is a senior midfielder from Houston, Texas. That throw-in played into the box right to Alex Adams, whose first touch is too strong, and it's right into the hands of awaiting Collier. Again, only one shot here in the second half. Rose-Hulman was out shooting the Beavers 12-1 in the first. It's just 1-0 in the second. The Bluffton defense has been strong to not let the Fighting Engineers get possession in that final 18. Hicks with a nice 1-2 around the defender, gets around another one in the middle of the field. She's got Jaden Gibson out wide to the right, but again, it's Ramirez clearing the ball away. This one up ahead to Alyssa Kester, who's trying to play it up ahead to McGinn. A missed touch by Garcia, and it's a 1-on-3. A second Bluffton player coming in strong. McGinn with the shot, and saved by Dore, her third save of the game. Again, the Fighting Engineers try to play quickly, and Jaden Gibson with a great touch to keep that ball in play. Looked like the pass from Clark was going to head out of bounds, but Gibson with a great touch. Oh, what a slip pass by Martin. Alex Adams, it's a 3-on-2. Alex Adams with the shot, and it's in! Goal, Rose-Hulman. Alex Adams puts the ball in the back of the net, and the Fighting Engineers extend their lead to 3-0. Alex Adams with her fourth goal of the season, which puts her second on the team in goals behind Kira Hicks. That was a great touch by Gibson that came up ahead to Martin. Martin slipped the pass through to Adams, who went one-on-one with a defender and was able to slide the ball right into the left corner, past the diving keeper, and the Fighting Engineers extend their lead to 3-0. With just under 25 minutes to play here in this one. Bluffton still complaining that ball was out of bounds. They think this game should still be 2-0 with their throw-in. However, it is 3-0. Bluffton plays it out, and it'll be a Beavers throw-in. Set to check into the game now for Bluffton is Gladeau. Kelsey Gladeau, the sophomore midfielder from Northwood, Ohio. In fact, this Bluffton team, all but one player is from Northern Ohio. The lone exception is number 16, the midfielder Rylan Kaufman from Goshen, Indiana. Clark playing it up the right side. The sophomore ranks 4th in the HCAC in assists, and she earns another corner for Rose-Hulman. Clark earned the corner, and now it looks like she will pass it off. She will not take this one. It will be Jaden Gibson, the junior from Brownsburg, Indiana, set to take the corner. 24 minutes remaining and counting down here in the second half. The cross comes in from Gibson over the head of Fodor directly to Hicks, and it bouncing around, but Collier able to get a control on it. It bounced off Hicks. Collier came off her line, it slid, but couldn't get control, and she was able to regain control before Fodor got a foot on it. Collier with the boot, trying to get it ahead to McGinn. Problem is, on that half of the field, it was 6 Rose-Hulman defenders and just 1 Bluffton player. Bluffton with the possession now, but Kiana Martin intercepts the dribble. Jaden Gibson to Adams. Adams with Ramirez all over her, plays it back to Martin, the senior midfielder, who tries to play it up ahead to Gibson. She's onside. Gibson with the ball, trying to go one-on-one, plays it across. It's Kira Hicks with the shot, and it is saved by Collier. Great attacking play there by the Fighting Engineers. Martin played it up ahead to Gibson, who held her line and got the run. Now Bluffton looking to get back on the attack, but again, intercepted by Rose-Hulman. This Rose-Hulman midfield and back line has just let the Beavers get nothing on the attack. Lauren Marcourt, it's out of bounds. It would be a Bluffton throw-in. Set to check into the game is Kelsey Gladeau, the sophomore from Northwood, Ohio. She's going to be replacing Maya Vernon, who had the last shot for the Beavers. Vernon, the freshman from Toledo, Ohio. 22 minutes remaining here in this one. The Fighting Engineers leading 3-0. Kiana with another great touch. She's playing well today, but it's poked away by Bluffton and out for a Rose-Hulman throw-in. Another sub set to check into the game for the Beavers. It's Haley Thorne, the sophomore defender. Rose-Hulman playing it up the right. It's Jaden Gibson once again trying to beat Clara Matthews on the dribble. She plays one in, but no one home for the Fighting Engineers. It sails out for a goal kick. And that'll allow the two subs for the Beavers to come into the game. Carly Ramirez, I believe this is the first time we've seen her today. And Haley Thorne checking in. Some other scores around the HCAC right now. Anderson and Hanover are battling it out in Hanover, Indiana. And Hanover is leading 2-1 in the 71st minute against the Ravens. Jaden Gibson with a nice touch up ahead to Hicks, trying to get around the outside. She gets around the defender, cuts into the box. Her left-footed strike saved by Collier. A great save. Hicks wanted her brace, but Collier came up with the save. Another score from the conference comes from Mount St. Joseph as they are playing in Manchester. And what looks on paper to be a lopsided affair. Manchester just 1-9 on the season compared to, or 1-6 in the HCAC, my mistake. And Mount St. Joe is leading Manchester 2-0 in that one, outshooting the Spartans 20-6. The only other game in action is the Transylvania Pioneers, who are tied with Rose-Hulman right now at 5-2 in the conference. They are on the road with Defiance, who comes in winless on the year. Score in that one is 3-0 Transylvania. So the four teams at the top of the standings playing four of the teams towards the bottom of the standings, and they're all taking care of business. That one slipped through by Adams, who was looking for her third assist of the season, but it goes right past Hicks, unable to get a foot on it, into the hands of Collier. Collier again boots it away. The lone game not going on right now in the HCAC comes out of Franklin, Indiana, as Earlham and Franklin will battle it out at 6 and 8:30 tonight for the women's and men's doubleheader. Their Rose-Hulman football team is currently in action in Franklin, and so those games were forced to be moved to the night games to play on the shared turf between between the Franklin football team and soccer team. Allie Smith tries to get the deflection there. She does. It goes out of bounds for a goal kick. Let's update you on some other action around for Rose-Hulman. Right now, the men's and women's swimming teams are in action at Purdue University for the Dan Ross Indiana Intercollegiates, with 11 teams from around the state of Indiana, including five Division I programs. So that'll be a tough showing for the Rose-Hulman swim team. They always perform well there, and it's a great experience for the swimmers. I mentioned the football team playing at Franklin. Rose-Hulman is leading 27-21 in a shootout halfway through the second quarter in that one. And the only other team in action right now for the Fighting Engineers is your Rose-Hulman volleyball team. They've won back-to-back conference. They've won 3 straight conference games. No, it is back-to-back. They've won back-to-back conference games over Defiance and Anderson, and they just won the first set in Manchester, 25-19. So a good day for the Fighting Engineers. Rose-Hulman has 3 subs set to check into the game here. It's Carolina Snyder-Perez, Sienna Jones, and India Clark, the senior. They'll be ready to check in here as we close under 17 minutes to play in Terre Haute, Indiana. Coming up next for you at 3:30 p.m. is the men's soccer team as they are taking on the Bluffton Beavers as well. And we will come live to you hopefully through Indiana SRN, but if not, we will be back here on Boxcast with me commentating the game instead. Rose-Hulman gets possession in the middle. Fodor to Martin. Nice touch around the defender. She plays it to Johnson. Congested in the middle. Johnson tries to play it ahead to Hicks, and she's going to be unable to get there. Collier comes out to get the ball. Another sub comes over for the Fighting Engineers. It's Riley Heasley. So a pair of freshmen, a sophomore and a senior, ready to come into the game for the Fighting Engineers. Martin first to it with the head. It goes back to Smith. And Bluffton just trying to find some sort of possession in the midfield right now. But the Rose-Hulman midfield and back line has been top-notch all day today. Again, played up ahead to McGinn. Off the head of Vianney Garcia. McGinn, the shot high over the bar and over the net behind the goal into the trees. And now the subs coming into the game. In addition to the 4 subs for Rose-Hulman, we have number 13, Clara Matthews, and number 19, Maya Vernon, checking in for the Beavers. Coming off for the Fighting Engineers are Alex Adam, Ella Johnson, Lauren Marcourt, and Vianney Garcia. Marcourt and Garcia getting their first rest of the game. Snyder-Perez now taking the goal kick for the Fighting Engineers. She comes in as the center back along with the senior Megan Fodor. Falls to Bluffton. They're able to get possession, but again, it's Allie Smith and Kiana Martin breaking it up. They played ahead to Clark and tried to do a little 1-2 give and go with Hicks, but it was poked away. But taken back by Smith to Hicks to Clark. Up ahead, India Clark in the middle of the box. Clark lines up the shot just outside the 18, takes a deflection. India Clark unable to get the shot off, cleared away, and Bluffton's keeper dives on top of it. Clark with a great opportunity there. Didn't take it with her left foot, and it gave the defenders time to close in. Rose-Hulman again gets the possession, getting it back into the attacking third. Jaden Gibson to Hicks. They're going to play it out wide, but Riley Heasley unable to get there. And it'll be out for a Bluffton throw. Just over 14 minutes remaining here in Terre Haute. Your Fighting Engineers leading 3-0 over the Beavers. 16-2 in shots today. Lily Dores made both saves as she looks to be on pace for her 7th and HCAC leading clean sheet of the season. Heasley throws it in, but headed away by Bluffton. Sienna Jones, the freshman, gets a foot on it, trying to dribble through the defense, gets it out wide, but it's poked away by Bluffton. Not too far, though, as Allie Smith gets the foot on it. Falls to Clark on the left-hand side, plays it up. Camille plays it up to India Clark. But Caitlin Burden will let it roll out for a Bluffton goal kick. .13 minutes and change remaining here in Terre Haute. Fighting Engineers leading 3-0. Collier boots the goal kick away, but Camille Clark first to it. Seems like it's been that way for the Fighting Engineers all day today, as they've just been first to almost every ball and not let Bluffton take control. They try to get it ahead to McGinn. McGinn gets around Fodor Dory outside of her goal. Sorry, Lily Dore outside of her goal, but Fodor able to recover, and the Fighting Engineers avoid the threat. Snyder-Perez carries it up the left side, plays it ahead to Camille Clark, trying to outrun the Bluffton defense. She's going to. Can she get it before it goes out of bounds? She cannot. It'll be a Bluffton throw-in. Throw-in headed out of bounds by Smith, and they'll gain about 15 yards of field position for the next throw-in. And again, the same thing. They gain another 10 yards. They just keep moving up the field without ever possessing the ball. They're going to try it again. Again, it's played out by Snyder Perez, but it's deflected back inbounds. Bluffton trying to possess in the middle, but Kira Hicks gains control. She touches it up ahead to India Clark, who's going to try to play it ahead to Gibson, but is deflected away. Sienna Jones gets the tackle, but she goes down, and it looks like she's hurting. It might be her ankle. And she's down, and it does not look good. We're going to stop the clock. With 11:24 remaining. We got 2 players down. I can't tell who it is for the Beavers. But we have 2 players down, Sienna Jones at midfield and a Bluffton player on the left side of midfield.
Do I look back at what happened?
And both players will be helped off the field. It looks like it is number 26, Alyssa Kester, coming off on her own power for Bluffton. Sienna Jones having to be helped very gingerly off the field. We don't want to speculate, and we wish Jones all the best. Checking into the game for Rose-Hulman will be number 33, Katie Borromeo, the freshman, getting her first action of the game, will be replacing Jones. We got a packed stands here today for Senior Day, as this is game number 1 of the 2 games. The Fighting Engineers men's soccer team will take on the Beavers next. Rose-Hulman sits second in the conference at 5-1-1 on the season, trailing Manchester by just 1 point as they come in at 5-0-2. Rose-Hulman, if they can win out, they need Manchester to drop points in order for them to win. Katie Borromeo, the freshman from Sarver, Pennsylvania, getting her first action today, replacing Jones in the back line. Replacing Jones in the midfield. Bluffton getting the attack now. Up the left side, it's number 9, Harley Ramirez, taking Riley Heasley. Heasley trying to get back, and she plays it out of bounds for a corner. It'll be another corner kick for the Beavers. Bluffton trying to get another opportunity here to get on the board and ruin the Rose-Hulman clean sheet. Just under 10.5 minutes remaining. The whole Bluffton team lining up on the goal line. Backing up now, it sails over everybody and out of bounds for a Rose-Hulman goal kick. Snyder Perez here to boot it away on the goal kick. Again, you can see just how the wind's affecting it. Part of the reason why Rose-Hulman has not been able to get much of an attack here in the second half. They have 4 shots and 1 goal compared to their 12 and 2 in the first half. 2 more subs ready to check into the game, but it's a shot from number 19. That'll be Maya Vernon. Another shot for the Beavers, and it's the 3rd save of the game. pair of subs coming into the game for the Fighting Engineers. We have number 23, Sarah Shibuya, and number 26, Kayla Geyer, both seeing their first action of the game. India Clark with the nice pressure, and Bluffton forced to clear it out. Does it go out of bounds? It does. Subs now checking in. Kayla Geyer, the junior midfielder from Robinson, Illinois, and Sarah Shibuya, another junior midfielder from Portland, Oregon. You hear the big cheer there from the crowd favorites, Geyer and Shibuya. Coming out of the game will be a pair of senior captains, Kiana Martin and Kira Hicks. Probably seeing their last action here on Senior Day. Great performance by both of those two, as Hicks scored the first goal for the Fighting Engineers, and Martin played exceptional in the midfield. That throw-in is cleared away. Fighting Engineers will have another throw-in. Goes past Geyer and poked away. Allie Smith plays one across the box, looking for Gibson. And that one forced to be played out of bounds. Jaden Gibson applying the pressure. Rose-Hulman will get the throw-in. Riley Heasley looking to take it. Trying to find India Clark down the right-hand side. Clark crosses one in. Poked away, but not for long. Sarah Shibuya hits the shot. But Rose-Hulman keeps possession. It's Geyer and Clark, but now cleared away. Not far enough, though. Riley Heasley lines up the shot. Cross. It goes wide to the left either way. Collier set to boot this goal kick away. Shibuya first to it with her head, and Allie Smith that gets to it. It's Kayla Geyer that comes down with it, plays it back to Gibson. Looks to get it up ahead, but poked away by the Beavers. It's Megan Fodor, one of the last seniors in the game, it appears. Correction, India Clark is also on the field. So 2 seniors left on the field for the Fighting Engineers. Dore rolls it out to the right. Riley Heasley tries to get Geyer, but it goes incomplete. Bluffton now trying to get some possession. Over the last 10 minutes, they've done a good job getting some possession and maintaining it against this tough Rose-Hulman defense. Allie Smith able to poke that one away. Camille Clark to Shibuya. Shibuya tries to play it ahead to Geyer. And Geyer unable to get it to Smith. It's poked away, but Smith comes up with it anyway. Smith to Clark. Smith making another run, but Clark can't find her. Comes back to the middle. Slips it to Geyer. Trying to get the shot, but it's poked away by Ramirez. And Riley Heasley takes that cross, and it sails out of bounds for a goal kick. 6 minutes remaining here in Terre Haute. Again, 3-0 Rose-Hulman. Fighting Engineers got a goal in the 31st minute from Kira Hicks. And then again, with no time left in the first half, as Tracy Ordra hit a rocket from the top of the 18, right past the diving keeper to double the lead. And the second half, Alex Adams was able to get her 4th goal of the year to make it 3-0, and that's been all she wrote since that point. Bluffton getting some good possession here. It's Nina McGinn, their team leader in goals and assists. Plays one across the box. She's there, Harley Ramirez. And it's a handball on Riley Heasley, and it's going to be a red card on Riley Heasley for last offender hitting the ball with her hand on the shot attempt. And that is a huge loss for the Fighting Engineers, as with that red card, she will now be forced to miss Wednesday's matchup with first place Hanover. Rose-Hulman coaches are trying to get an explanation, but it doesn't seem like the refs having any of it. As Heasley is sent off, Rose-Hulman will play the last 5 minutes without a man. But the bigger news is Rose-Hulman will be without their outside back, freshman Riley Heasley, for their matchup with Hanover on Wednesday. Bluffton will have a penalty kick opportunity here Dore trying to save it for her clean sheet. Standing over it is number 22, Caitlin Burden, the senior defender. Burden over the ball. Dore has to stay on her line, and Burden goes right into the left side of the goal and makes it 3-1 to take off the clean sheet for the Fighting Engineers. 5 minutes remaining. Rose-Hulman needs to get through this. But again, the bigger news is Riley Heasley getting the red card on a handball. Rose-Hulman with the kickoff here. That's the right. I know the Rose-Hulman coaches don't agree with it. I think it's the right call. It was a point-blank opportunity. Heasley was the lone defender in front of the goal. And although it was not a purposeful handball, the last defender did deflect the shot. And in that case, it has to be a dog-so red card. Dog-so denying of a goal-scoring opportunity for those unaware of the meaning. 4.5 minutes remaining here in Terre Haute. The mood dips a little bit with that goal, but Rose-Hulman still leading 3-1. Camille Clark ready to take the throw in here. Throws it up ahead, trying to hit Kayla Geyer. Headed away by Ramirez. But India Clark comes down with it. The senior trying to get around the Bluffton defense. Kayla Geyer on it. Plays it back to Clark. Crosses one in, but nobody home for the Fighting Engineers. Touched away. Shibuya gets ahead to it. But cleared out by the Beavers. Allie Smith gets on it, playing it up the left side. The pass with her left foot up ahead, poked away. They try to get it to McGinn, and Snyder Perez plays it out of bounds for a throw-in. Under 4 remaining here in Terre Haute. Rose-Hulman leading 3-1. Current shot totals are not updated on the scoreboard. However, it is 17-7 Rose-Hulman. Bluffton with 5 shots on goal. So that's 4 saves for Lily Dore in this one. Bluffton again keeping possession. We're under 3 to play. Looks like both these teams are just trying to get out of here at this point. Nina McGinn using her speed to get up the right side. Snyder Perez defending, and Fodor able to get the cross away out of bounds for a throw-in. Clara Matthews set to throw it in. Just kidding, it is Nina McGinn looking to prepare for the long throw-in. McGinn gets it into the 18. Cleared through, headed away by Fodor, and Jaden Gibson able to get it out over the head of Ramirez and back out to about 35 yards outside the goal. Ramirez pass intercepted by Shibuya, but Shibuya unable to get it to Clark. Rose-Hulman plays it back. It's Fodor looking to get it up ahead to Geyer. Geyer with Ramirez on her, unable to keep it. Shibuya plays it up, and Bluffton clears it away. Kayla Geyer up the right side, poked away. India Clark with it on the side, and she crosses it through to nobody. Allie Smith gets on the other end of it, on the other side of the 18, but she plays it out. It'll be a goal kick. Just over a minute remaining here in Terre Haute. As we count down this final minute, we would like to thank you for watching here with the Rose-Hulman Women's Soccer Senior Day.
Remaining in the match.
And that's a foul on Foul committed on number 22 for Bluffton. India Clark draws it, and Rose-Hulman will have a free kick opportunity. As I was saying, we apologize for the technical difficulties at the beginning of the game on Indiana SRN and us missing the first half of action. We hope you've enjoyed the second half of action here on Boxcast TV. We hope to see you back here next Saturday as the Fighting Engineers will host their first round of the HCAC tournament as either the number 3 or number 4 seeds. "20 seconds remaining. Rose-Hulman leading 3-1. The Bluffton team yelling about the ball not getting there soon enough, but this game is all but over. As you can hear the PA announcer, we're counting down 10 seconds to go. Bluffton with another opportunity. Nina McGinn trying to keep it inbound. She does. Played out for a corner, and that will be the ball game. Your Rose-Hulman Fighting Engineers win 3-1 on Senior Day. They will move to 6-2 in the conference and go into a battle with first place Hanover on Wednesday night. With the loss, Bluffton falls to 1-5-2 in conference play and is officially eliminated from conference tournament play. Thank you for watching. We'll see you back here in half.